How to learn English faster with 7 scientific tips. 1. Listen a lot of English. According to the scientists who study languages, learning a language doesn't mean studying hard. You should involve it in your life. Baby's language development is a good example for the fact which is called implicit, for unconscious learning. Babies learn words just by listening to them. They spend tons of time before they fully understand what is said before they are capable of using the language. So what you can do is listening more English, like watching TV series or listening to music. You will see it is going to happen unconsciously. When the English is in the background, even if you don't listen to it carefully, our brain absorbs the words, the patterns, the grammar. So it is not difficult to speak English. Yes, you can. 2. Learn the similarities. Even though each language has different sounds, they have some similarities. Pronunciation is very important. When you say a word out loudly, if it sounds weird, it can be wrong. Make sure that the words coming out of your mouth are pronounced correctly. For example, you can't say a word beginning with LB or HG. They are hard to pronounce and weird when you try to make them sound. However, black and blink is possible. Ghost is hard to pronounce, but ghost is easier and not weird. So, according to the many scientific studies, we are all born with an understanding of which sounds make sense and which do not. Use your inner voice. 3. Learn new sounds separately. According to the scientists, learning a foreign language improves your brain because you react in 2 different ways when you see a letter. If you want to speak English like your native language, you have to learn the new sounds of the letters and words. If you have difficulty in saying a word, you should practice it more. According to some experiments done in this field before, listening to slowed down sounds can make you learn them very quickly. So use the technology as much as possible. Listen to the sounds carefully and slowly if you want to sound like a native speaker. 4. Use word associations. Learning through associations is not only fun, it's also a very useful way to speed up your English learning. If you associate a word to an image or a voice, it will be a good method for you not to forget them and have fun while learning. 5. Remember patterns, not the rules. If you read the explanations of grammar rules, you won't understand it, or it will be difficult for you to remember them. For example, the rule says to change a regular verb into its past tense form, add ed to the end of the verb. Most of people won't get it unless they see it in a pattern or in a group of words. This is a good way to remember. 6. Learn phrases, not words. Some words have a lot of different meanings. If you learn them just as a word, you will get confused when you see it's another meaning. So when you see a word you don't know, you should learn the phrase instead of the word. 7. Learn the music. According to the scientists, the way we learn both music and language is very similar. So listening to music can be the best way to learn other languages. Choose a song you like and try to learn it. It is good for both your pronunciation and your vocabulary.